Stop planning step 5 when you haven't done step 1. If you're at a point in your life where you're trying to figure things out and really plan for your future, my message for you today is that you are burning yourself mentally, physically, and spiritually. You're burnt out, and you probably agree with what I'm saying. The reason that is happening is because you realistically can't go from 0 to 100 in one day or 1 week. That's not how it works. Everything takes one step. Everything is experience. Excuse the way I talk because I just took out some of my wisdom teeth. And yeah, back to what I was saying. Stop trying to predict something you haven't experienced yet. You could be planning on how to get rich in the next 2 months. You want to make 30K in the next 2 months. But without actual action and experience, you won't know the next step. That's why you're like busting your brain and you're stressing yourself because what do I do? How am I going to get to point A to point B? What am I going to do? It all comes down to experience. For an example, you want to talk better. You want to build your communication skills. This goes for myself as well. I can't go from a newbie to a pro and speak on stage in 2 days. It doesn't work like that. The person that is a pro will tell you that you need experience. That's how you get better. Because think of it like this. You ever did something and through that experience, you then tell someone, yo, this is what happened to me and you're in a similar situation and this is my experience. I'm telling you, don't do it because I've lived it. And the person's gonna be like, aha. With what that person's saying, I'm gonna take that information and I'm gonna take my next step because they acquired that knowledge from that person and that person has experience. That's the whole gist of what I'm talking about. It's experience. Another example, relationships, right? A girl can come into your life and you keep fantasizing about her and romanticizing every situation about her. You can have like 5-minute conversation with her and you're thinking about that situation and that conversation for like a month or 2 weeks. And then in your mind, she's already your wife. But then in real life, she doesn't live up to your expectations and then you get your heart broken. Prime example, happened to me, happened to my friends, happened to a lot of people in my life. So it's like, I'm telling you my experience and I'm telling you what not to do. So you need to experience things to know the next literal step. You can't go from the first step to step 18 or step 5 without taking that first step. That first step is how you know what to do next. And I'm not talking about something that's super big and you have to experience traumatic things. I'm talking about life experiences that can be small. Something that is small. It doesn't have to be big. Just an experience that you experienced and you now know what to do for your next step. Now I wrote this down. I don't like reading off of scripts because I usually like to speak from my mind, but I wrote down the next step and decision truly comes from you doing the action for yourself and learning from it. Now with that, you know what the next step is. Not the 5th step, not the 18th step, the next step. That is how you grow. Well, that's basically just what I said. If you want something you've never had, you have to do something you've never done. There is no such thing as having 100% certainty. All the millionaires and billionaires that you know that are doing well for themselves, they don't have 100% certainty in life. Nobody on earth has life figured out. And that's the truth. So do it scared, do it broke, do it anxious, just take the first step. You will know what to do after that because you learned and you've had experience. And another thing that I wanted to add, bro, comparison is the thief of joy. You may be looking at someone that is doing better than you and they're on their 1,000th step because of experience. And you're looking at their success and you're at ground zero and you genuinely envy them because it was like, yo, how did you go from that to this? How did you do it? And they're gonna tell you it was from experience. So don't ever for 1 second compare yourself. You better check yourself and check your mind and check your state of mind and how you think because that can really affect your progress, most definitely. And I just feel like coming on and saying that today, and I will see you guys on the next video. Let me know if you have any questions down in the comments and I will answer you guys. And this channel is just about documenting my wealth journey and building wealth. And I'm really big on mindset as well. So yeah, if you're like me and you like what I do, just tap that subscribe button because there's more videos to come. God bless.